And two of the repercussions of the maturing adolescent brain are really big emotions and slow reasoning skills. This happens because different regions of the brain are maturing at different speeds. Let's talk about it. Okay, here we go. Limbic system is up first. The limbic system is part of the adolescent brain that matures first. The limbic system is in charge of the emotions that we feel. So, in the adolescent brain, the area in charge of emotions matures first, which is why adolescents will feel really huge emotions. They can feel every single emotion out there, but they will feel it in a really huge way. They will feel happiness, next level. Have you ever walked in and seen a group of adolescents laughing like in a hysterical way over something really tiny and you really don't understand why? Now you do. But they will also feel anger in unprecedented ways. They will feel depressed and sad in a huge way as well. Linked to this, let's talk about the prefrontal cortex. That's the area right here in the front of the brain. The prefrontal cortex is one of the last areas of the adolescent brain to mature. Okay, the prefrontal cortex, this is where reasoning happens. This is where all of our executive functioning skills preside. So this means how to organize, how to think about thinking, how to reflect, how to make decisions. All of these skills sit in the area of the brain that is the very last to mature. Here's how these two play together. Adolescents feel huge emotions, but they do not have the reasoning skills to make decisions based on those emotions. In other words, they are left in this area where they are reacting to their emotions. They are not making reasonable decisions on how to deal with situations in their lives. They're driven by emotion. The reasoning skills are not yet there. As you can imagine, this can be very confusing for them. This leads to some negative decisions and some implications that maybe we're not always happy with all of the time. One more slide I'd like to share with you, and I've taken this information directly from this book. I'll share it again when I come full screen. The title of this book is The Power of the Adolescent Brain: Strategies for Teaching Middle and High School Students by Thomas Armstrong. I rely on this book a lot, and this information came directly from this. Okay. Here we are, the limbic system versus prefrontal cortex. Here's a list of things that are mature by early adolescence. Risk-taking, motivation, long-term memory, hunger, sleep cycle, sensation-seeking, reward-seeking, novelty-seeking, impulsivity, primacy of emotional expression, and immediate needs. So these are all of the things that adolescents are very, very skilled at. Oh yeah, they love sensation and reward and novelty. They're very impulsive. That area of the brain is so mature. And immediate needs. What do I need right now? I don't care about what's down the road. So the reasoning, thinking forward is not there yet. Prefrontal cortex. This will mature by mid-adolescence, but they can only use these skills if they're not surrounded by a peer group. The moment a peer group is introduced, all of these skills go out the window. And this is very interesting, right? So in essence, all of these skills in the prefrontal cortex list, you won't be able to access them in a group in normal circumstances until early 20s, mid-20s. Here are the things that are lacking. Decision making, nope, can't do that. Planning, nope. Working memory, that's interesting. Prioritizing, nah, not gonna do that. Inhibiting impulses, nope, I'm just gonna follow my impulse. Reflecting, organizing, strategizing, self-control, it's not there. Coordinating thought and emotion, can't do it. Delaying gratification, nope, we just want to do everything right now. Okay, when we look at this, it's almost like, oh my gosh, I understand myself, I understand students, I understand my children so much better. It's not because adolescents are trying to be disruptive. They aren't trying to make bad decisions. They aren't trying to go out of their way to be impulsive. Their brain literally cannot handle. It is not mature enough to link these skills together. Isn't that interesting? All right, now we have a better understanding. The different areas of the brain mature at different speeds, which is leading to a very confusing time. This is helpful, I think, because we can now look at the adolescents in our lives, or you can look at yourself if you are an adolescent and realize, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm struggling with these skills. It's okay. This is part of my physiology. This is part of the process that I have to go through. And as teachers and parents, we can understand what's happening a little better. We don't have to take behavior personally. We need to help manage the situation. Yeah? I'd like to flash this book again because I rely on this all the time. You can see I have pieces of paper, I've dog-eared it. This is a very well-read and used book. The Power of the Adolescent Brain by Thomas Armstrong. I'll link it below. Highly recommend for any teachers, parents out there. Adolescents, yeah, go for it. Read it as well if you'd like. And don't forget, you can always use my book as a reference. Pink Panties and Other Life Lessons. That's out there. It'll go through life lessons, some brain science, and a lot of ways to manage the situation, which is what I feel is most important. All right, we'll see what comes next in this next video.